Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to show you how realistic some of the fake silver coins that are available out there look. Now I've actually picked up this fake silver coin. This was actually purchased on Etsy and I believe it cost around £15. So for a fake piece of silver, it's quite a large price point on it. And I believe that the reason people put larger price points on these fake pieces is to try and make people believe that they're real. Because a fake piece of silver is probably maybe copper lined, or it could be any metal that's inside, anything other than silver. And it costs a hell of a lot less than silver to make. So in reality, this piece of fake silver probably cost maybe £1 to make, maybe less. But because they put the prices a lot higher, it has a higher chance for people believing it is the real deal. Because if this was available for sale for say £3 or £4, people would very quickly realise that there's a high chance that it's fake. But because it's £15, people think, oh, this is a really good deal. A silver coin for £15. Normally these retail for around about £25 to £30. So they're more likely to pick one of these up. Now I've actually got a real kangaroo coin here. Now this one's a little bit tarnished because it's been in my backdrop for quite some time now. But if we compare the two, the designs look almost identical. There's not much at all when you have a quick look that screams that it's fake. Now let's get this out of its plastic wrap. And again, this arrived like this. So it arrived in its plastic seal. It also arrived in a capsule. And again, that is all part of making it feel more authentic. If it arrived just on its own in a jiffy bag, your suspicions would be up straight away. But the fact that they've bothered to put it in a capsule and put it in a plastic bag, again, all adds to that feel of authenticity. Now let's see how easy it is to get into this capsule. There we go. Now if we look at this outside the capsule, again, for those of you that haven't seen this coin close up, it's a very good fake. For those of you longer term stackers, you'll be able to notice straight away this isn't the real deal. In the hand, it feels so much lighter. So again, being in the capsule adds a little bit of weight to it, makes it feel more authentic. But if we compare it side by side, you can see in terms of how the design looks on the coin, it does look very similar. And like I said, this one has been in my backdrop for some time, so it is a little bit more tarnished. It's lost its shine a little bit. The only thing that really jumps to attention is this proof finish around here, which the bullion coins doesn't have. But overall, it's a very convincing looking coin, especially for newer stackers. Like I said, for long-term stackers, for those of you that have been stacking for any length of time, straight away you'll be able to tell this is a fake. But people that have been stacking for any length of time wouldn't have picked this up in the first place, because they would have known that £15 is way under the price of where these sell for. And they'll also know to do more digging into the seller. And also, just buying from Etsy is one of the more risky marketplaces. But overall, it looks very authentic for those of you that are just starting out. So we're going to do a few tests with it today. And like I said in the title of today's video, I brought this silver coin, this fake silver coin, so that you don't have to. And what I mean by that is it saves people from going out there and spending a lot of money on fake things, because I brought a single coin, but you can also buy these in tubes. So you might have well spent a good few £100 and bought a few tubes of these thinking they're a really great deal, only to find out in a few years' time when you come to sell that they're in fact copper plated or whatever metal they decided to put inside it. It might not even be silver plated, it might just be some sort of silver metal or silver coating on there. So yeah, we're going to get that on the Sigma machine in a little bit and we're going to try and work out what it is. Another thing I wanted to bring to your attention is the magnet test that many people stand by to test their silver is real isn't always the best way of doing it. You do need to go that extra step to ensure that it's the real deal, because let me just show you on one of my copper coins, because when you run a magnet down a copper coin, it actually responds very, very similar to how it does when you run it down a silver coin. So if you have a little look, we put this on here, you can see that there's some resistance. It doesn't actually stick on the coin, but there is definitely some resistance. And that is exactly the same way that a magnet responds on a silver coin. When you're putting your magnet on a silver coin, you can see it doesn't actually stick, but there is some resistance there. So you can see if you just use the magnet test to test your silver coins, you could quite easily have a coin that is copper and then it's just silver plated. So it still has the same look and feel of a silver coin, but the inside metal could well be copper, which is a hell of a lot cheaper than silver. So that is why it's very important not to solely rely on the magnet test. Yes, the magnet test can be very useful, but at the same time, you also got to do the extra tests along the way. Now, I'll be interested to see how the magnet performs on this coin. And there you go, look at that. Straight away, it is stuck on it. So this is where the magnet does come in very handy, because straight away you can tell that this doesn't even need any further tests. The fact that it is literally stuck on there shows you that this is not a silver coin. Look at that. Really, really magnetic. And again, like I said, that is where the magnet does come in handy, because if you're at a coin shop or an antique shop or anywhere kind of out of the ordinary, not just a regular bullion dealer online, and you're looking to pick up silver in person, if you have one of these tiny little magnets in your pocket, you can literally just chuck it on there. If it sticks straight away like that, you know to move on and not even think about buying this coin. But like I said, it doesn't always work, because you can see that even on this copper coin, it does not stick, but it does definitely have some resistance, the same way it does on an actual silver coin. So that is where the Sigma machine does come in very helpful and very handy, because if you have a coin that does pass the magnet test and it does pass the ping test, it always is worthwhile chucking it on a Sigma machine. If you haven't got a Sigma machine, take it to a coin shop or an antique shops or a bullion dealer, somewhere like that. Most places are very happy to let you test your metals, even if you're not actually buying from them. I know Cardiff Gold has said in the past that if you take your metals to them into the store, they're very happy. Even if you're not going in there to buy anything, they're very happy to actually put it on their X-ray machine and check it for you, which is very, very kind of them. Now let's get the Sigma machine on screen. Now this is from Trusty Metrics. It's a company that has been sponsoring a few of my videos recently. They're actually the sole distributors of Sigma machines here in the UK. So for those of you in the UK that have wanted a Sigma machine but not been sure how to get hold of one, this is probably the best place for you to go, because like I said, it's the sole distributors of these machines here in the UK. Very, very quick delivery, and you have all of the kind of customer service side of things and everything else that comes with buying from a company based in the UK. So let's fire this up and have a little look and see how this fake silver coin performs on this machine. Now we're going to transfer it over. Let me just adjust the camera actually so we get a little better angle of the Sigma. There we go, that's a little bit better. So we're going to put this on to silver, pure silver, and first of all we're going to try the original, the one that I know is the real deal, and you can see it sits nicely in the green, so we can tell that that is a real silver coin. Next we're going to try this one here, and you can see that it's completely in the red. So up here on the scale, it's not even in the yellow, it's completely in the red. So that goes to show you that it's not in fact real silver. So that is where it is very, very important, because like I said, when you do the magnet test only, if this would have been copper plated, the magnet test would have still passed, but as you can tell, it is not silver. So very, very handy these Sigma machines are, especially if you're buying silver and gold in volume. Now I'm actually going to do a video in the future testing quite a lot of my gold. I'm probably going to get out like 10 ounces or so of gold, and we're going to do a longer form video, and we're going to go through all my gold, because I've gone through quite a lot of bits of silver now, and I've also done quite a lot of silver testing offline. I've got some monster boxes out and I've spot checked a few pieces in them as well, and I'm quite happy that I haven't got any fake silver in my stack apart from this one that obviously I brought for this video. But yeah, it'll be quite interesting to do a video in the future with gold, and like I said, I'm probably going to get around 10 ounces out of deep storage, and we're going to go through, and it'll be really interesting to see how it tests, because I have got some really small 1 gram gold bars, and I'm really interested to see if this will work on those, because they're actually in quite thick blister packs, and obviously the 1 gram gold bars are very, very small in the first place. So I'll be really interested to see how this machine performs on those smaller bars. But I hope you found this video interesting, and the main takeaway from this video is when you're picking up silver, when you're buying it from a second-hand market especially, you have to be very, very wary and do those extra checks. You have to look at the seller's feedback. You have to look at what the seller has for sale, what his other items are for sale. Is he solely selling precious metals, or is he just selling a couple of silver coins here and there? Because for me, when I go on eBay and I'm looking to pick up silver or gold, I make sure that the person that I'm buying from has thousands of feedback, not just hundreds. I like them to have thousands of feedback, thousands of positive feedback, and I like them to solely sell precious metals, because then I know that the person I'm buying from knows what they're talking about, knows what they're selling, and it's a lot lower chance of picking up one of these pieces that turns out to be fake in the future when you come to sell with it. So just a quick video there to show you that don't always rely on the magnet test. The magnet test can fail you. It's very, very important to do the extra tests using a machine similar to this. I will leave a link to the company that sent me this in today's video description, so please do head over and check out their site. This one in particular costs around £1,800, but there are cheaper models on there. There's ones that are like £1,200, £1,300. So there is a machine on there that suits everyone's budget. There's also more expensive versions, ones of these that are made for checking larger items like thick bars, such as pieces like this. So definitely go over and check on their website. It could definitely save you a lot of money and heartache when you come to sell in the future. And like I said, the magnet test is definitely still a valid test. It is definitely worth doing the magnet test, because straight away, when a magnet sticks on a coin so quickly and so easy like that, you don't even need to worry about doing any more tests, because you know straight away this is not real silver. So I hope you found that video interesting. Thanks very much for watching. I really, really appreciate all the support. Thank you very much, Trusty Metrics, again for sponsoring today's video. And as always, I hope you have a very nice day.